Welcome to Inspiration from the East. If you're passionate about finding balance and wisdom for modern life, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like to join our community. Overwhelmed by endless work and life demands? You're not alone. The boundaries between work and personal life have blurred, leaving us always on and rarely at peace. We chase success, yet feel emptier and more exhausted with each passing day. Productivity hacks and stricter schedules only scratch the surface. They don't address the deeper disconnect. The real question: how do we reclaim our time, energy, and sense of purpose in this chaotic world? Maybe the answer isn't new technology, but ancient wisdom that's been here all along. What if the solution to our modern chaos lies in timeless Eastern philosophies? Traditions like Buddhism and Taoism teach us to be present, accept reality, and let go of rigid expectations. Mindfulness, acceptance, and non-attachment aren't just for monks. They're practical tools for daily life. Integrating these insights isn't about abandoning ambition, but about finding harmony in the midst of it. Eastern wisdom offers a path to balance, right here, right now. Work now follows us everywhere. Our phones, our homes, even our dinner tables. The expectation to always be available creates constant pressure and mental exhaustion. We're never fully present, half at work, half at home, always distracted. This always-on culture erodes our ability to rest, connect, and recharge. We sacrifice personal time for professional advancement but end up feeling trapped and disconnected. True balance requires reclaiming boundaries and sacred spaces for ourselves. It's time to stop optimizing every moment and start living more intentionally. Society pushes us to be perfect in every role: career, family, health, and more. We're bombarded with images of flawless success, fueling a relentless drive to do it all. This pursuit leaves us feeling inadequate and exhausted, questioning our worth when we fall short. The truth: these standards are unsustainable and ignore our need for rest and self-connection. By chasing external ideals, we lose touch with our own needs and limits. Real fulfillment comes from within, not from meeting impossible expectations. Balance isn't about doing more, it's about being more connected to ourselves. Chronic imbalance takes a real toll physically, mentally, and emotionally. Constant stress leads to health problems, burnout, and a loss of joy and motivation. Our relationships suffer as we become too depleted to truly connect. In trying to provide for loved ones, we often sacrifice the presence they need most. Life becomes a checklist, not a journey, and we lose the richness of the present moment. The greatest cost: forgetting how to truly live. Productivity apps and life hacks promise relief, but only add more to our plates. These tools treat symptoms, not the root cause. They help us run faster, not step off the hamster wheel. The real issue isn't inefficiency, but trying to juggle too much. True balance starts within, not with a better calendar. We need more than strategies. We need a new philosophy and a return to wisdom that cultivates inner peace. Work-life imbalance isn't a technical problem, it's a human one. Only by reconnecting with what matters can we find lasting harmony. In our search for balance, we often look to the West, focusing on efficiency and control. But what if the secret lies in Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, Taoism, and Zen? These traditions view balance as a natural state of being that emerges from within. It is a shift from doing to being, from controlling to accepting, and from striving to flowing with ease. Eastern wisdom suggests stress and exhaustion are signals that we are living out of sync with our true nature. They guide us toward cultivating a calm and focused mind, finding peace in the present moment. Much of our suffering comes not from external events, but from our internal reactions to them. Eastern thought provides us with the tools to observe our thoughts without being controlled by them. It is about integrating this ancient wisdom into our contemporary world to create a more sustainable and fulfilling way of living. At the very heart of Eastern philosophy lies the transformative practice of mindfulness. In its essence, mindfulness is the simple yet profound art of paying attention to the present moment, on purpose and without judgment. In a world that constantly pulls our focus toward the future or drags us into the past, mindfulness is the anchor that brings us back to right here, right now. It is the practice of noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath, or truly listening to the person speaking to you. It's really about waking up to your life as it is unfolding, moment by moment, with a sense of curiosity and openness. Introducing mindfulness into your life does not require you to sit for hours on a meditation cushion. It can be integrated into the small, everyday moments of your work life. The beauty of mindfulness is that it empowers you to find pockets of stillness and peace, amidst the chaos of a busy day. This is not about emptying your mind, but about becoming more aware of what is in it. From Taoism comes Wu Wei, often translated as effortless action. It's aligning with life's natural flow, achieving much with ease, knowing when to act and when to step back, trusting the process. Modern work pushes hustle, leading to burnout. Wu Wei offers a harmonious way, acting at the right time, like using the right key. Develop an intuition for the path of least resistance. Conserving energy for when needed. Release control, work smarter, in harmony, creating inner calm and resilience. It's sustainable, bringing peace to our work. Non-attachment, a central concept in Eastern traditions, is often misunderstood as indifference. It's not about not caring, but about caring deeply while releasing your grip on outcomes. Give your best effort to your goals, but let go of needing specific results. Suffering arises from attachment to how we think things should be. Shift your focus to the process, finding satisfaction in the effort and growth. Separate your self-worth from external validation. Hold your goals lightly, be adaptable and open to new opportunities. Free yourself from stress, engage fully, and find peace knowing your well-being isn't dependent on everything going to plan. The timeless philosophies of the East, mindfulness, Wu Wei, and non-attachment, are practical tools for our modern lives. The journey toward balance begins with the intention to integrate these principles as a new way of being. Choose mindful breaths, attentive listening, and acknowledge your hard work without tying happiness to the outcome. This integration is a personal journey, discovering practices that resonate with you. This path redefines success as inner harmony, measured by presence and joy. As we move forward, we'll explore applying these philosophies in concrete ways. Take that first conscious step toward a more harmonious modern life, beginning today. The idea of incorporating mindfulness into a hectic workday can seem daunting, like just another task to add to an already overflowing schedule. But the beauty of mindfulness is that it does not require a huge time commitment. In fact, you can begin to transform your workday with a practice that takes only 60 seconds. This is the 1-minute mindful reset. It is a powerful technique to anchor yourself in the present moment, especially when you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or scattered. It is a simple pause that can completely shift your mental state from chaos to calm, providing a much-needed island of peace in the middle of a busy day. The practice itself is incredibly simple. Wherever you are, at your desk, in between meetings, or even in the restroom, just stop what you are doing. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable, or simply soften your gaze. Now bring your full attention to your breath. Do not try to change it or control it in any way. Just notice the sensation of the air entering your body, and the sensation of it leaving. Feel your chest or abdomen rise and fall. Follow one full breath in and one full breath out. If your mind wanders, and honestly it will, gently and without judgment, guide your attention back to your breath. Do this for just 1 minute. This simple act of focusing on your breath serves as a powerful anchor to the present moment. It interrupts the frantic cycle of anxious thoughts about the future and regrets about the past. For that 1 minute, you are not worrying about the next deadline or replaying a difficult conversation. You are simply being. This brief reset helps to lower your heart rate, reduce the production of stress hormones, and clear your mind. It is like hitting a refresh button for your nervous system, allowing you to return to your tasks with renewed focus, greater clarity, and a more composed emotional state. You can use this technique strategically throughout your day. Practice it before you open your email inbox in the morning to start your day with intention rather than reactivity. Use it before a challenging meeting to ground yourself and approach the situation with a calm mind. Take a 1-minute reset after a stressful phone call to release any lingering tension before moving on to your next task. By sprinkling these moments of mindfulness throughout your day, you begin to build a new habit. You are training your mind to find stillness amidst the noise, creating a foundation of inner peace that makes you more resilient, effective, and balanced at work. In the fast-paced environment of the modern workplace, quick icebreaker: what's your favorite way to find calm during a busy day? Share your answer in the comments below. Communication has often become transactional. We listen not to understand but to reply. We are already formulating our response, waiting for our turn to speak, or checking our notifications while someone else is talking. This shallow level of engagement leads to misunderstandings, strained relationships, and a feeling of disconnection. Mindful communication offers a powerful alternative. It is the practice of bringing your full, non-judgmental awareness to your conversations. transforming them from mere exchanges of information into opportunities for genuine human connection. It all begins with the simple yet profound act of mindful listening. Mindful listening means giving the other person the gift of your complete attention. When you are in a conversation, put away your phone, minimize the tabs on your computer, and turn your body toward the speaker. As they talk, resist the urge to interrupt, to plan your rebuttal, or to let your mind drift to your to-do list. Instead, listen with the intention of truly hearing what they are saying, both with their words and their body language. Notice their tone of voice, their facial expressions, and the emotions behind their message. This deep listening makes the other person feel seen, heard, and valued, which is, honestly, the foundation of trust and effective collaboration. When it is your turn to speak, mindful communication encourages you to be more intentional with your words. Before you respond, take a brief pause. This small gap allows you to move from a place of pure reaction to one of conscious response. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? This simple filter can prevent you from saying something out of frustration or habit that you might later regret. It helps you to communicate with greater clarity, precision, and empathy, ensuring that your words build bridges rather than walls. Speaking mindfully is about contributing to a conversation in a way that is productive and respectful. Practicing mindful communication can radically improve your professional relationships and your effectiveness at work. It reduces conflict by fostering understanding and empathy. It enhances teamwork by creating an environment where everyone feels safe to share their ideas. It makes you a more influential and respected leader, because people know that when you engage with them, you are fully present. Start by choosing one conversation each day to practice mindful listening. Notice the difference it makes, not only in the outcome of the conversation, but in how it makes you and the other person feel. It is a simple shift that can bring more harmony and connection to your entire workday. We glorify multitasking, believing it boosts productivity, but our brains aren't designed for it. We rapidly switch attention, draining ourselves and increasing errors. The alternative? Single tasking. Dedicate your full attention to one task at a time. Restructure your to-do list. Close unnecessary tabs and turn off notifications. You'll enter a state of flow, producing your best work. Reclaim control, reduce stress, and feel more accomplished. Start small and gradually expand the practice. In our relentless drive for productivity, we often treat breaks as a luxury. But research and ancient wisdom tell us the opposite is true. Taking regular, purposeful breaks is an essential strategy for sustaining high performance and preventing burnout. This could be a short 5-minute walk outside. Use a timer to remind yourself to step away from your screen every hour. By giving your brain regular periods of rest, you improve its ability to solve problems. Reclaiming your breaks is a profound act of self-care. You can actually move forward with greater energy, clarity, and balance. We're taught to hold on tightly to our goals and expectations, but this rigid attachment is a primary source of stress and anxiety. It causes us to suffer when reality doesn't match our expectations. Attachment creates a fragile state of happiness, dependent on external events. When we chain our well-being to a specific result, we're giving away our power. Non-attachment offers a way to break this painful cycle, separating your sense of self from the results. Understanding this link between attachment and suffering is the first step toward freedom and inner peace. Engage with life fully, but without the desperate need for things to go a certain way. Non-attachment invites us to shift our focus from the outcome to the process. We are trained to fixate on the finish line, but this robs us of joy and growth. Embracing non-attachment means finding fulfillment in the effort itself. It's about falling in love with the process. When you find value in the doing, the outcome becomes secondary. The work itself becomes the reward, increasing motivation and resilience. Challenges become opportunities to learn and grow stronger. Cultivate a deep sense of purpose that enriches your working life. A significant portion of our energy is wasted on things we cannot control. Ancient Stoics understood this. The key to tranquility lies in distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not, focusing our energy on the former. Non-attachment is releasing your grip on outcomes outside of your control. When stressed, ask, what can I control? Make a list. Release worry about the uncontrollable parts. This creates lightness and clarity. This is the pathway to inner calm. Having goals and aspirations is essential for growth and direction in life. Non-attachment does not ask you to abandon your ambitions. Instead, it teaches you to hold them differently. Imagine you are holding a small bird in your hand. If you clench your fist tightly to keep it from flying away, you will crush it. If you open your hand completely, it will immediately fly off. The skillful approach is to hold it with a gentle, open palm. The bird can rest there, but it is also free to leave when it chooses. This is the open hand approach to your goals. You hold your intentions with clarity and purpose, but also with lightness and flexibility. This approach transforms your relationship with success and failure. When you hold your goals in a clenched fist, any deviation from the plan feels like a personal failure. You become rigid, inflexible, and resistant to change. But when you hold your goals with an open hand, you create space for life to unfold in unexpected and often wonderful ways. A project that gets canceled might open the door to a more exciting opportunity you never would have considered. A career path that takes an unexpected turn might lead you to discover a new passion. This flexibility allows you to adapt and even thrive amidst uncertainty, turning potential setbacks into new beginnings. Practicing the open hand approach means regularly checking in with your ambitions. Are you clinging to them out of fear or ego, or are you pursuing them with a sense of curiosity and openness? It involves setting your intention, doing the work, and then releasing your attachment to a specific timeline or form of the outcome. You trust that your dedicated effort will bear fruit, but you remain open to what that fruit might look like. This fosters a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. You believe that there are many paths to fulfillment, not just the one narrow, rigid path you have planned in your mind. This way of being brings a profound sense of ease and grace to your professional life. You can be fully committed without being stressed. You can be driven without being desperate. You can pursue excellence without being a perfectionist. The open hand approach allows you to navigate the challenges of your career with a calm and centered heart, knowing that your well-being is not contingent on achieving any single outcome. It is the ultimate balance, the ability to strive with all your heart while maintaining a peaceful mind, ready to embrace whatever life brings your way with wisdom and grace. It's easy to let well-being slide. Personal well-being isn't a reward, it's the foundation for sustainable success. You can't pour from an empty cup. Prioritizing self-care is wise. Daily self-care keeps you in harmony. Commit to rest, movement, and stillness. Ensure enough sleep for restoration. Place well-being at the center of your life. One of the most powerful skills you can develop is the ability to say no. Setting healthy boundaries is about defining what is acceptable for you and what is not. It is about creating a clear line between your work life and your personal life. It is about creating a gate that you control. A boundary might look like not checking work emails after 7 p.m. They are loving acts of care for yourself. A respectful no to one thing is actually a powerful yes to something else. People will ultimately respect you more for your clarity and your ability to honor your limits. To practice this, start small. Will become one of your greatest allies in protecting your peace and creating a life that feels balanced, intentional, and authentically yours. While setting boundaries protects your energy, it's important to replenish your spirit. Life must be about cultivating joy. Joyful rituals are small, consistent actions that bring peace, pleasure, and connection. They nourish your soul and remind you of the beauty of being alive. They fill your cup back up. These rituals are deeply personal. A joyful ritual might be starting the day with tea or a walk in nature. These rituals are about creating moments of sacred pause. The power lies in their consistency. These practices ground you and bring you back to what truly matters. Identify one or two joyful rituals to incorporate this week. A balanced life is rich with moments of simple happiness. In our hyper-connected world, one of the most essential boundaries we must create is with our technology. Our screens, our phones, laptops, and tablets are powerful tools, but they can also become relentless masters, stealing our attention and preventing us from being truly present in our own lives. The constant stream of notifications, emails, and social media updates keeps our minds in a state of perpetual distraction and low-grade anxiety. To live in harmony, we must learn to consciously disconnect from the digital world in order to genuinely reconnect with ourselves, with our loved ones, and with the physical world around us. This is not about rejecting technology, but about using it with intention. Creating space for life means intentionally carving out screen-free time in your day and your week. This could be establishing a rule of no phones at the dinner table, allowing for real conversation and connection with your family. It might mean designating the first hour of your morning and the last hour before bed as screen-free zones. This allows you to start your day with your own thoughts and intentions, rather than the world's demands, and to wind down peacefully for better sleep. Even a digital sunset, where you put all your devices away at a certain time each evening, can have a profound impact on your mental clarity and peace of mind. This practice of disconnecting allows your brain to rest and recover from the constant stimulation of the digital world. When you are not endlessly scrolling or refreshing, you create mental space for deeper thinking, for creativity to emerge, and for boredom to spark new ideas. You start to notice the world around you again, the changing colors of the sky, the taste of your food, the expression on your partner's face. You reconnect with your own inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and intuition, which are often drowned out by the noise of the internet. This space is where true presence and contentment are found. I invite you to try a small experiment in disconnecting. Choose a 2-hour window this weekend where you put your phone away in a drawer and go do something in the physical world. Take a walk, work in your garden, play a board game, or simply sit and observe your surroundings. Notice how you feel. You might feel a bit restless at first, but that will soon give way to a sense of calm and heightened awareness. By regularly creating these pockets of disconnected time, you reclaim your attention and your life from the grip of technology. You make space for what truly matters, fostering a deeper sense of balance, connection, and harmony in your daily existence. We began by acknowledging the imbalance that so many of us feel in our fast-paced, modern world. A path to harmony exists, not in a new app, but in the timeless wisdom of the East. Mindfulness can anchor us in the present. Non-attachment can free us from expectations. Integrate these ideas into your daily existence. Life will always have its challenges. Cultivate the inner tools needed to navigate these fluctuations with grace. Embracing these philosophies is a journey inward. Gently and consistently come back to the path, back to your breath, and back to the present moment. This ancient wisdom provides a compass to help you find your way back to yourself. The peace you seek is a seed that is already within you, waiting to blossom. As we conclude, it is easy to feel inspired but also a little overwhelmed by these ideas. The key is to remember that transformation does not happen overnight. It happens through small, consistent steps, taken one day at a time. The path to a more balanced life begins not with a giant leap, but with a single, conscious choice. It is about choosing one practice, one idea that resonated with you, and beginning to weave it into the fabric of your daily life. Do not try to change everything at once, simply start where you are with what you have. The smallest shift in your routine can create the most significant ripple of change over time. Perhaps your first step will be the 1-minute mindful reset. You can commit to practicing it just once a day, perhaps before you start your work, or during your lunch break. Or maybe you will choose to practice single tasking for just one 30-minute block each morning, giving your full attention to a single important task. You might decide to set one small boundary, like putting your phone away during dinner, to reclaim a moment of genuine connection. The specific action is less important than the intention behind it. Choose something that feels manageable, something that feels like a gentle invitation rather than another heavy obligation on your to-do list. This journey is yours and yours alone. It is about finding what works for you, what brings you a sense of peace, and what helps you feel more aligned with your own values. Be curious. Be playful. Experiment with these practices and see how they feel. There is no right or wrong way to do this. The only goal is to cultivate a greater sense of awareness, peace, and fulfillment in your own life. Remember to be kind to yourself along the way. You are unlearning years of conditioning and building new mental and emotional muscles. This takes time, and your gentle, consistent effort is what matters most. The wisdom of the ages is here for you, as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. It offers a clear and compassionate alternative to the stress and burnout of modern life. It empowers you to build a life that is not only successful on the outside, but is also deeply fulfilling on the inside. So, take that first small step today. Take a mindful breath. Let go of one worry you cannot control. Find one moment of joy. This is how you begin to embrace ancient wisdom for modern balance. This is how you begin to come home to yourself, creating a life of harmony, purpose, and lasting peace. Thank you for watching. If you found value, please subscribe, share, like, and comment your thoughts below. Your support helps us grow and bring more inspiration to you.